Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader. And we're back with a new vlog. So, new developments. Okay, at the very end of the last vlog, I became super obsessed with reading happiness. And I got to the final volume that I owned physically, found out that the next volume is on Kindle Unlimited, which I have Kindle Unlimited. So I haven't read it yet, but I will be reading it. It started to get real fucking weird, dude. We had a time jump. See, I don't think I talked about that in the last video because I think I just started reading. Yeah, I think I picked up either volume 5 or 6, and the way either one of those ended, one of the main characters and then one of the other characters who I assume is the main character, we just don't know yet, were captured. And oh my God. And I was like, oh. So I just left off where Gosho is being held captive. So I will be reading volume 11 after we talk. Like I just have to, because I need to know what happens next. I was gonna try to find the next volumes physically, but I might have to be reading them like virtually because 11, right? Whatever. The next volume I'm reading is on Kindle Unlimited. I think the next ones after that, like I think there's 2 more, maybe 3. They're not on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, I'm like, should I buy them? I don't know, but either way, the story is getting just too good. Like I have to understand what is going to happen, what happened to what's his face. Is he dead? Obviously, when you become a vampire, you stay the age that you are. So we saw Yuki. What's going on with him? Why has he stopped talking? This dude who has the cult. I mean, it is crazy. So I can't wait to continue that. Once I finish that volume, we'll talk again because you know I'm gonna get comfy on the sofa. Then I absolutely locked in and started reading Villains Are Destined to Die. Oh my God. Oh my God. So a thank you to Sammy Sama for suggesting that I read Villains Are Destined to Die because I almost don't have the words and I feel like my breath has been stolen like out of my chest. I can't describe how like insane I was today. Reading it. So yeah, in my hot ass car during my break, I'm alternating between turning the car on and like cracking the windows because I really do not like bugs, especially when they buzz all up in your face. So anybody who knows me knows that if there's a bug near me, I'm going to scream. I'm going to be very dramatic. Sorry, if you ever meet me, just know don't let a winged creature besides a butterfly or a dragonfly get near me, because if you don't want me to be screaming, I will be screaming. That includes a fly. I don't like them either. Anyway, okay, so what did I just finish? So I already owned the first 3 volumes, right? Bitch. I already owned the first 3 volumes. I read them all. Was like, okay, I think I finished volume 3 last night and was like, okay, well, fuck, I need to keep going because like I can't have it end that way. So I got 5, I got 4, I got 5, I got home and I finished 5 and I was like, oh my God, what? Because now we're getting a little bit of background to what happened a year ago. And Penelope, you know, the woman who has been reincarnated as Penelope, her memories don't extend that far back. Like she kind of has, I think, a vague, but she doesn't remember anything. So she doesn't actually know all of the details of like her past and how bad she was. Now she's played the game, and that's the whole thing. She played the game in easy mode. She played it hard mode, kept dying, and now like she's like blah, blah, blah. So this shit is getting crazy, right? So now she just, the way volume 5 ended, she was told like, oh, well, this is kind of what happened to you last time. Not the mosquito water, bitch. I just do not understand nasty people. Okay, I really don't. Don't do that. That's sick. But I had to keep going. So then I was sitting on my sofa and I was like, how am I going to continue reading this? Do I keep buying it on Amazon? I really don't want to. At least I'll have it. Well, I mean, do you really have the shit? Well, no, not really. But unless you own it physically, you don't really have it. And that's just sick to me. But, and maybe one day oh my God. And now I'm thinking, should I just get them physically? Who knows? Anyway. So I was like, do I buy volume 6 and 7? 8 doesn't even come out till October or something like that. I can't possibly wait. So I decided to see what fucking thing I have, you know, because I'm paying for Manta, Tappy Toon, Lezen. It's got to be on one of these bitches or Webtoon. It was on my Manta, so I picked it up. And the good thing is that the next few chapters, I think the chapter I'm on now is 101. The vast majority of those are free to read, like every so hours. And after that, I pay. I've got a bit of coin on Manta, not much. So I may be upping that. I don't like their coins either. I mean, the thing is, I haven't, but why would I pay $50 for like, I don't know, 500 coins? If I'm gonna pay $50, you better put 10,000 coins up in my fucking bank, okay? $50 should equate to like quite a bit more. Who am I? I'm just saying, they need to get me on the team. And I need to plead the case to for all of us who are sitting here spending money, because like it needs to make sense. At the very least, at least with Lezen and at least with Tappy Toon, because I'm paying, they do like little fucking bundle deals and shit where it's like, oh, every now and then we're gonna give you all these fucking bonus coins and all these coins and all these points. I'm not even getting free shit half the time on Manta, so that really pisses me off. Don't want to rant too much on y'all, but hell fucking no. So, yeah. I'm excited. So, we will be reading Villains Are Destined to Die now. Because I can't help myself. It's just too fucking good. But I just wanted to come in and say that because I don't think I read anything else yesterday. But we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking. It's about to start storming. I have a bad feeling that the power's going to go out. So, we'll definitely be talking then because I won't have anything else to do. But I will be having to charge these devices because if the power goes out, this phone has got to turn into a hotspot for this bitch. And because we're going to keep the good times rolling in the dark. I don't care. So that's enough. That's enough. I'm very excited. We've got a fun little week ahead of us. I can't wait. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this reading vlog as we dive on in to Villains Are Destined to Die. We're going to read as much as is available to me on the Manta app. And I'm really, really fucking excited. So, yes. And then hopefully finishing Happiness. Oh, also, can we talk about this panel? Yeah, can we talk about this? Because y'all know how I feel about a man yearning for a woman, but that line right there, that's yeah. I don't have words. I just know how that made me feel to read that. And you know what? I might mark this not safe for kids when I upload this, but I can't even begin to go into detail, okay? I will have to keep that part of myself private unless you know me in real life or you want to talk to me privately. I can't say that on video because I'm sure you guys have guessed sometimes I do go feral. And this sent me into another stratosphere. This sent me... I don't even want to say where it sent me. So, yeah. We just need to talk about stuff like this because this is what else Villains Are Destined to Die is giving. And, oh my God, every time something happens with Eccles. Oh, yeah. I don't think anything ever, like, freaky happens in this. But that will be... maybe I'll start writing fan fiction. At least I will be curating freaky panels in my mind. Just for myself, just for my personal self. But if somebody knows of someone who does their own, like, stuff where they're getting freaky for... put that down in the comments because I must see that. Especially
Penelope and Eccles. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. These two. Ooh, yeah. And then that's all I have to say. And then we will be continuing. Oh my God. Okay. I was just screaming. Yeah, I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm liable to really kick up some dirt around this because I am freaking the fuck out. All right. So, oh my God. My heart is breaking and I can't take this because I know once I'm done with the next few episodes, like season, I think it's 3, right? Oh God, season 4 is over. I have no idea when the next season comes out because I don't think it's the end. Oh my God. Or maybe it is. No, it can't be. I don't know. I'm freaking out. Okay. This whole time, Penelope working so freaking hard to raise Eccles' score, but his fucking like little light above his head, or like the affection score. Okay, everybody's affection scores are locked. She's been, doing the in-game, thing to unlock because that's when it changed. She's been hedging all of her bets on Eccles because he was at like 99%, but it never changed. It never went over to 100%. I don't remember. Okay, in the game, originally, Winter is the one who brings back Yvonne. Yvonne is the actual daughter of the Eckert family. She disappeared one day, and the Duke adopted Penelope. Oh, God. In the game, obviously, Penelope is the villainess. She gets fucked, okay? But in the game, it was Winter who brought Yvonne. But as things have progressed, Penelope, I think she burns that possibility. And because she's put so much into Eccles, and I knew this was going to happen, okay, because she said something, and he said something too, because it's like, look, her standing as the fake daughter, she sadly had this terrible reputation for the longest time. She's now changed it as she's become Penelope in this game. And it's on the day of her coming of age ceremony that Yvonne shows up. So the whole point of the game is for her to get someone to have 100% affection score for her before that time. And then I guess she would be like brought back to the real world. Okay. Except the fucking affection, she could never figure out what the affection color was. So like everybody has a different color associated with the lock screen of like their affection score. Eccles has always been black and red. The prince, Callisto, his was red and gold. His score was not as high as Eccles, but she was still wondering like, okay, they both have red in it, so I wonder what that means. I've been sitting here thinking, okay, obviously the issue is that Eccles always had ulterior motives. He was either going to kill Penelope to escape, or as time went on, he was still going to use her. And then eventually it's like, okay, we can run away together. I don't know. So I feel like the black and red of his was very much like possessive, jealous, envious. It wasn't like unconditional love, like passion that was like healthy. So when they keep making a point to be like, you're not the real daughter, they don't really care. He is the one who brought Yvonne. And I think in his mind, this is what makes sense. In his mind, let me bring the real daughter back so I can save Penelope. She doesn't have to worry about the Eckerts. Oh my God. I think, oh my God. But the thing is, she was so fucking close. And now she just did something that may have shot all of their affection scores down. All the work she's done, like, it just hurts. Oh God. I'm going to keep going, but I don't want this, dude. I don't want this because I didn't want this for her. Oh my God. And I know she literally just had a moment of raising the score of her father. But I don't feel like we see the score of her dad that much anymore. I'm pretty sure we saw in the very beginning. But now we don't really ever, like, see how he feels about her. But we can tell, oh my God, and the bitch is really gonna be Yvonne, and that's what pisses me off. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. I feel like I'm literally going to throw up. I really do. Oh my God, I'm gonna be sick. Oh God. Oh God. All right. Okay. We're gonna get back into it. I don't remember how many. I think it's like, oh, I don't even know. Oh shit, let me unlock this. I don't know how many are left. Okay, so we're at 137. Oh God. We've got, what is that? 162. Dear God. Oh, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm gonna be sick. I actually think I'm about to, I think I'm gonna gag. I'm really, really freaking out and I want to cry. Oh no! I can't emotionally handle this. But I'm committed because, usually when I get anxious like this, I don't finish. Same thing with a TV show. I just started watching this movie. I paused it and I mean, it's timed out. Like, that's how anxious this scene just made me. Okay. She's drunk at her sister's fucking, what is it? Engagement, not her engagement party. Not the rehearsal dinner, but whatever. Her sister's about to get fucking married and she just got fucking drunk and she's supposed to give a toast. That kind of stuff. I know it's so early on. Look at that. I mean, I've watched 15 minutes. I know everything's going to be fine, but that makes me sick. Oh God. So this is what I'm talking about with how I am. Okay. This is why I don't tend to finish things, especially TV shows and movies, because if I feel even this much anxiety, I don't want to watch it. I feel like I'm going to be sick. So to move past, I'm going to put this on. I might mute it. Just that scene. And I will be reading this because I need to. I'm committed. I really want to see what happens. Pray for me, everyone, that we get out on the other side. I'm fucking freaking out. Why do they keep doing this? I'm literally, I want to cry. Dude, this is pissing me off so much. I haven't even made it that far. Why do they keep being so cruel to Penelope? It's like, look, I understand she was a bit of a terror. Okay, she was a bit of a terror in the past. She has come so far. I don't know, dude. It's almost like I'm taking it personally. I feel like I'm taking it personally the way these people treat her. And I've never even experienced anything like this in my life. So, I'm really, really really hurting. It's just like, why did they keep doing this to her? She just had her first face-to-face run-in with Yvonne. Bitch. Reynold. And nothing really happens, right? Nothing really happens. Penelope is trying to get to Eccles and Yvonne was just there, but Penelope was told that she's not allowed to go there. Fuck y'all. Piss me off. So anyway, okay, they run into each other and Yvonne is trying to talk to Penelope and she keeps pulling on her and tugging on her. And Penelope's like, look, basically she's just trying to keep a wall up because she's like, I'm either going to fucking die right now. I'm either going to fucking die because I'm not going to get anybody at 100%, or I don't know, I'm going to get thrown the fuck out. I don't know what's fixing to happen to Penelope if someone doesn't do 100% by the time it's a coming of age. I don't know. So, of course, so she keeps fucking tugging and pulling on Penelope, and she's like, look, I used to be a Connor. I don't stop doing this because let's just say for whatever reason you find out that, it is Yvonne, you're going to get punished. Okay. So just stop touching me. And of course, Yvonne fucking trips and falls because the bitch is clumsy and she's, the heroine. I can't, you know what I realize I don't like the heroine, okay? I actually fucking despise the heroine in all these stories. They piss me off. They drive me fucking crazy. Maybe I'm really a villainess in my heart. That must be it. And that's why I feel so fucking bad for Penelope, okay? Anyway, the bitch trips over a fucking rock because of course she fucking would. And she lands all up in Penelope's fucking face. So Penelope's like, okay, bitch, let's get it together. And then she's like, okay, please get your fucking paws off me. And who the fuck is watching, but of course not watching the whole thing? Reynold, with his pink-haired ass, comes in like, what are you doing, Penelope? Why are you, like, twisting her arm? Immediately, you believe the worst of me. Immediately. I have done fucking nothing. So, of course, Penelope's like, what the fuck? I didn't do that. And he's like, well, she's not going to tell me the truth. So then she's like, Yvonne, just fucking tell me. So thank God Yvonne didn't fucking lie, because I was glad that she wasn't like Fermina from Condemned Villainess, because that bitch was real crazy, okay? But still, you fucked me again, Reynold. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking believe the worst of me. I've done nothing but like be better, and I didn't even put my fucking hands on the bitch, and you still fucking treat me like this. I am done. I will not stand for the disrespect of Penelope anymore from these men, okay? Everybody already knows I don't really like men to begin with. So because all of the men are being so cruel, I feel like I'm in a heightened state of anger, and I don't know what else, okay? I am very pissed, and I'm done with this. I'm done with the disrespect, okay? If things don't turn around soon, I am going to cry. And it's going to ruin my fucking week, okay? And I will probably be in a reading slump, so this better turn the fuck around. It better turn the fuck around. I'm telling you. And I'm going to really try hard not to do it. Okay. You see, like, I'm on the verge of tears. That's how fucking mad I am. I don't like it. Okay. I'm going to try really hard to get to the very fucking end before I talk about what happens, because I can't keep doing this to myself, because hopefully everything goes fine. But we're getting to the end of season 4, and I don't know if it will. So, okay. I'll see you guys again in a second. Okay, so yes, I am back a little early, but it's because, it is precisely because Yvonne is an evil fucking witch, and I hope she dies in the end. Okay, death to Yvonne. I fucking hate this bitch so fucking much, and I did cry. I don't even know what fucking chapter I'm on now. You see, I didn't even make it that far. I only made it to 144. I am on a roller coaster of emotions, and I can't handle this, okay? I knew that that's what was gonna fucking happen. Yvonne is a master manipulative bitch who I hate. Oh! Die, bitch. I can't stand your ass, and we all know who you really are. So obviously the bitch is plotting on the Duke household, because she was really that evil bitch anyway with the mask on. Part of the fucking sorcerer and hating ass people who seem to use sorcery. I don't really understand that, but I don't know the fucking lore of what the fuck is going on, really. So she's trying to take down Callisto. Clearly, that's what's going on here. To bring back that fucking bitch emperor and his bitch wife. Okay. Oh my god. And she just fucked my dude Eccles over. And I knew that that's what happened, right? Like, I was kind of right. That was his motivation. But this bitch is evil. Okay, I don't fucking like her. Please. I wish he had fucking killed her right then and there. Why the fuck did you just kill the bitch? Oh God, I don't even have that much left. I don't have that many chapters left. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna try really hard to keep it together until the end, but I'm gonna cry now. I'm so angry. I'm so mad. I'm so fucking pissed off, okay? The interaction that Penelope had with her fucking dad, the Duke, that fucking broke me. That's when I was fucking crying, okay? Because it's like, she fucking out. And then the fucking thing with Emily. Oh, that thing with Emily. That fucking got me too. That got me too, because it was like, sorry, I'm gonna cry. I need to work through my emotions. And then I keep thinking, when this is all over, like, obviously it's a game, but let's just, like, whatever. Penelope, before, this Penelope came to be, obviously the bitch was doing too much, okay? We do realize that. But if she's not in the game anymore, she's just gonna go back to her life, okay, when she's in the real world. She has the same fucking storyline as Penelope anyway, where she has to confront Reynolds, and she's like, you're the reason why people treat me this way, because you've always doubted me. Anytime I try to do anything good, you shitted on me, and y'all know I don't like when people shit on people. Y'all know I don't like when innocent people get shitted on. Oh, that is my fucking trigger. I don't like that shit. Oh. So, then you have Derek being a bitch. I hate that dude so much. Oh, God. So, when she gets back to the real world, yeah, she made it out. She left, what was going on. But, at the same time, you still have to live with that. You still have to live day by day knowing that, you were treated this way as a kid. You experienced all of this stuff. And it's like, yeah, you can put on a happy face. But you still, you still are suffering. You still are suffering, and that really sucks. Because even in this world, it's like a double suffer, by the way. Because Penelope's storyline is so, like, almost exactly like her story, her real life, her real lived experience. So it's a fucking double sword to the back and chest, okay? I'm talking, like, one through the fucking heart. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just so fucked, man. And I can't stand it. I can't stand for this. Whew, so, with that being said, I'm going back in, okay? I'm going back in. We're gonna finish this bitch, okay? And then I have to cut the grass. Oh, so god. Okay. Everything could be fine. We'll be back. All right. We've done it. Okay, I also cut the grass already, so... Today has been so productive. It's insane. Villains are destined to die. Shook is what I am, okay? To my very core. I am so shaken that I might need to go to the hospital. I think I have whiplash. Like, that's how shaken up I am right now, okay? This was absolutely fantastic. It's not over yet. Please come back soon, or else I won't be able to mentally handle this. But, wow. Wowzers. So, yeah, Yvonne in her motherfucking mirror saw the shit, so she knows about Penelope, kind of, I guess. But she's an evil wench and I don't like her ass. What a fucking sad ass fucking... Oh! I was so locked in I didn't cry this time. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Because it was getting very dark the last time we talked, y'all. But I'm composed now. This... Wow, dude. I have a feeling this is going to be 5 stars. I really do. I have a feeling. I just feel it in my bones that this is going to be 5 stars. I mean, I don't know what she wants, really. Like, if she can have her ideal life in the game, I wonder if that's what she wants. But if she goes back, like, what will happen, when she goes back to the real world? Oh, it just kills me. But, wow, dude. So, Yvonne really got... I'm about to... Okay, spoilers, y'all. So, Yvonne really got Derek under her thumb. Okay, that's the first fucking thing. He brought Yvonne to the fucking coming of age ceremony, right? All hypnotized and shit for the sherry drink, okay? Yvonne's whole point, her whole plot was to have her maid, so she had her maid get poison, but also get the antidote. She was going to get Derek to convince her to show up, okay, cause a scene, and then bring in a new goblet that had poison. I guess it was like laced with poison on the shit. So, okay. Penelope already got poison for herself. And she was like, I'm either going to do it after the coming of age ceremony or like whatever time, you know, if I can't make this happen. So she was already prepared to die, which is sad in and of itself, okay? She realizes that the goblet that Yvonne's maid brought is poisoned because she has that necklace that detects danger and poison, okay? So she knows it's what's in there. So she's like, this is as good of a chance as ever. I'm just going to take the goblet anyway and die, because I would rather die at this point than have to see like everybody's affection scores went down by 10. It will only get worse from there. So she's like, I was already going to do this anyway, so I might as well just do it now. But Verdandie's there, and he sees her necklace and knows, oh God, there's poison. So she is poisoned. Callisto, who now, bitch, if they don't get married, oh, they need to get married. Okay, this is why I want her to stay in this world, because oh my God, that scene where they're in the like rose garden area, that also made me cry. My hand's shaking. That scene when they're in the garden and he's like coming to her again for the second time, and he's like, you know, I want my answer because, you know, I proposed marriage to you. And she's like, I want love. I want someone to love me. And this is what has got me so fucked up about this story. Okay. Her life is so similar to Penelope's, and even young Penelope seems to have behaved the same way as the girl who's playing Penelope, okay? All of these people have done her wrong. Oh my God, and then that moment when she's with her dad, when she's with the Duke, that just broke my heart. So anyway, continuing. I keep losing my train of thought. So when she's like, no, I want basically what she's saying is, I want unconditional love. I don't want to be here and keep experiencing this pain, whether it's here or in the real world, where I am treated so badly, where people who, you know, should be there to protect me don't, who are verbally abusive, physically abusive, dog me out. I want someone who's going to love me, even if I have these flaws that people don't like, which her flaws really aren't that crazy. Like, that's what kills me so much, because it's like a lot of even then, actually, a lot of her reactions, a lot of the ways that she acts out, it's a reaction to the way people have treated her. So she was totally like normal or whatever, but Reynold lied when they were kids. He was mad that Penelope was in the attic, so he made up a lie and said she stole something. And that was like the beginning of the end for Penelope. She never would have had to behave this way if she didn't have two fucking little pieces of shit, Derek and Reynold, treating her this way and poisoning everyone against her over a lie, right? We only see like a little bit of her backstory, like in the real world. I assume that that's probably what happened to her then too, unfortunately. So yeah, she wants someone, because again, it's like she can't escape the way that people have viewed her in the past, right? So in reality, when people, you know, are like, oh yeah, like she's really not a bad person. But she needs someone who's going to love her unconditionally despite the way people think of her, and then see her for who she really is. That kills me. So when she sees that his affection score, it's still not like, it's like 70 something, you know, she's like, this isn't what's going to save me. And I don't want a marriage of convenience. I actually do think that I want love. And, you know, when she checks his score again on her camera, it's at 86. Callisto is really falling for her. And I do think that his affection score will become 100. But I don't want her to leave now. I don't want her to have to go back to the real world without this unconditional love, right? Unless she will find that. Unless she's going to find it when she gets out, and then there will be like a Callisto type person. But right now, she has it. The way the Duke is treating her is exactly what she would have wanted, which really hurt when she was like, why now? You know what I mean? Like, but you understand why she's second guessing it, right? So I don't want her to leave. I want her to stay, and I want her to be with Callisto because he clearly loves her, and it's going to get 100%, period. Okay. And I need Yvonne to die. Those are the two things I need. Okay. I don't care if Derek, is still a fucking asshole. I don't give a shit. Yvonne dead. She and Callisto together. Those are the things I want. Those are the things I want immediately. So I don't know when this shit comes out again. Okay. I don't know when season 5 comes out. But I need it, okay? Or whatever fucking season is. I don't know when this is coming out, but it needs to come out soon. So I'm going to do some research. Figure out what the fuck is going on. But wow. Thank you so much for this recommendation. So good. I'm glad I finally stopped, putting it off. Or, getting distracted by other stuff. Because, man, this got its clutches on me. And has whipped me around, okay? And I'm here to get whipped. All right. Whipped. Tie me up and whip me, girl. Because that's how good this is. All right. And I don't even like that. I don't personally like that to be done to me. But this might change my ways. Now. Okay. So it's... What time is it? Come on. Oh. Yay. At my sand goal. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, I could have just done this. Dumbass. We're going to transition to something else. I don't know yet, but I'm going to eat, and then we'll be back later. I don't know what I'm going to do now, though. I feel like I'm going to be in a reading slump that was so damn good. So, you know what? I actually do need to read You Are So Lovely. So, yeah, because I was reading that a little bit yesterday. Oh, my God. They about to fuck again. So, actually, I will be reading You Are So Lovely. I do want to get into that. And then there's something else. Today is Tuesday. Oh, I read Backlight. That's right. Slap that bitch. All right. Slap Hey Yule. I think that's his name. That's right. Beat that bitch's ass. I can't stand that dude. And somebody on Twitter, sorry to get into a little thing, but someone on Twitter made a really good point. I too can't wait until everybody who keeps acting like, now I can't remember his name. Fuck. All I can remember is his initials is YW. I'll put his picture up here with the name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Young Woon? Is that his name? I think so. Everybody keeps acting like he isn't capable of making a decision. I don't understand where that comes from. I do think that he seems very, very sweet and kind. I don't get naive, though, from him. Maybe a little. But at the same time, I just think that he's very optimistic, and he's just a very kind and nice person. And pretty not careless. I was about to say, not careless. Selfless. That's what I meant. Caring and selfless. So the fact that Hey Yule insists that, well, the only reason why he's with you, CON, is because of what you did to him when he was younger. Well, he didn't do anything to him. It was his brother. But you don't fucking know that, bitch. So you're just making shit up now, okay? Now, I do like Tigger. I like the loan shark. I like him. I don't really care who he ends up with. I just want to see him fucking on somebody personally. Now, I'm just very, very much locked in on CON and Young Moon, okay? Is it Young Moon? It doesn't matter. I already put the thing up there, so there's no point. It would have been nice, I'm not going to lie, to see now a little bit of a hookup with, but I know that won't happen because he is so down bad for Sion, okay? He is. He loves that dude, okay? And he loves him. And now his affection for him is changed. For the love of God, please let the truth come out. Please! I can't take it anymore. I need him to tell him. I need both of them to tell each other what really happened. You know what I mean? Oh, it kills me. But Backlight is so fucking good. Yeah. Today's the 29th, so Jinx is coming out soon. Gonna be on the 2nd. I'm so fucking happy. And yeah, so I've got a few other things I need to read on Les, and so we'll also do that. I'm gonna read some of that shit. I'm gonna read some of the other stuff beside me, and we're gonna have just a grand old time with this reading vlog. And this one might end up actually being longer than the last one because I did just upload, and it's gonna be put out tomorrow on the 30th. That one only came out to an hour and 30 minutes. Congratulations to me. This one might be longer though, because y'all know I just got to yapping so much about this. But yeah, enough of that. It's time for me to eat, and then we will talk later. All right, so I've made it pretty far. I don't understand what this is supposed to be about. I don't get it. I'm not understanding. I didn't really read the back either. Only book is usually defined his identity through two girls have been in okay. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I don't understand what her issue is and what she hopes to gain from this. And I just don't understand. Like, I'm really, really lost. I'm chugging along, though. As you can see, I've read quite a bit. The little indent is where the bookmark is. So, of like this 500+ page thing, I've made it very far. Is it just 500? Might be even more. Oh, damn near 600. But I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it as I get closer to the end, but I'm very lost. I don't understand, and this isn't gripping me the way that Happiness was. So once I'm finished with this, I'm gonna go back to the volume of Happiness I left off on that I had to download, and I mean that I got on Amazon or Kindle Unlimited or whatever, and see what's going on. Also, so far this movie is not that bad. That scene that I was freaking out about actually didn't end up being that bad, and I really like the dynamic of her and her sister, but I keep pausing it because I keep reading this and I want to focus on it because I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know. I don't know. So, we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. Hello, everybody. So, a lot has happened since we last spoke. I am feeling better. I'm feeling a little better emotionally after reading Villains Are Destined to Die. I don't know when that's coming back, but I need it now because, yeah, it was very, very good. After we talked, so today is Wednesday. After we talked yesterday on Tuesday, I don't know why, but I was still, I don't remember what app I was in, maybe Manta. Tell me why Hardboiled Love, episode, like, I don't know, 128, the most recent one, that on Tappy Tune comes out on Wednesday. This bitch came in on Tuesday. So I did read it early. Now I actually am glad there was only 4 little gems because it was something, but it wasn't like a lot. Like, it was very short and not a lot happened. So I'm mad I have to wait, but at least that was not like weeks of waiting because I couldn't handle that. What's going on? Oh, I don't know. Like, basically they have to be together, but the way that episode ended, no. That better not happen. At the end of the day, they better end up together, and that one image that I showed you guys where someone's in a coffin, that better have been a fucking thought. That better not be what fucking happened, because I will raise hell. I don't know where the artist and the author are in the world, but I will find them, I will hunt them down, and we will have a conversation. That I know for sure. Okay, they will be getting Law and Order, done, Olivia Benson and Elliot Stabler on their asses. I've got one for both of them, or they will both be getting, you know what I'm saying? No offense. I'm just saying, like, that will happen if that's the end. If that's how it ends, I don't know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I've never been so broken before reading something. And if that happens to something that's my favorite story, I don't know what I'm bound to do, y'all, but I will raise hell. Okay, I will raise hell. What else have I read? I feel like I hadn't talked about the fact that I have caught up with Red String Quest or Red Thread Quest. Like, I know I talked about it when I was talking about the cookies, but I haven't talked about it since. And oh my God, dude. Okay, so that is exactly what I want to read. Crybaby top, crybaby bottom, buff little bottom. Them loving on each other, yearning for each other. And then there may be like a damn, I don't know, historical background going on of like reincarnations. So you're talking about centuries worth of yearning? Oh my God. Don't even get me started, okay? Y'all already know that that is my kryptonite, all right? That is always going to get me and I'm going to eat it up. Oh my God. Anybody yearning for anybody is going to be... I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because my parents watch this, but anybody who knows me knows what the fuck I want to say. And yeah, I need that immediately. I need more. It's so good because then that brings us to You Are So Lovely. I caught up on that. When they are together, it is just simply too good. But I just hate that it's still like, stop telling me you like me. Oh my God, just stop it. You know you like him. You know you like that he likes you. Shut the fuck up and just take it. Shut up. I think I mentioned this, but I did completely finish book 1 of the Condemned Villainess light novel. That is so good. I did not realize that the first light novel was going to cover like the first 4 volumes of the manga. And I literally immediately started volume 2 of the light novel because it's just that good. I really like the narrator because I'm listening to it as an audiobook. I really like the narrator. I think they're really good. But let me tell you, the unhingedness of Fermina in this, it made me want to be sick because I couldn't stand the bitch. And I don't understand, because people are like this, okay? People really exist like this that are just fucking crazy. Calm down, bitch. Like, you have such an issue with me because I'm the firstborn daughter of the woman who was basically the legitimate wife. Look, I get that Claudia's mom, not the nicest, okay? But she didn't deserve disrespect on the level that her husband gave her and the children. So yeah, I will say listening to Condemned Villainess is much less stressful than reading Villains Are Destined to Die. But I was loving every second of Villains Are Destined to Die, okay? Like, oh my God, that one was just too much. Like, I still feel like my stomach hurts thinking about it because it was just so good. Ugh. Then, okay, I'm gonna put the picture up. Y'all know damn well why I fucking read this one, okay? I read Hit Me. I don't really know what to say about myself, but I mean, I think it says it all that I saw the cover of that, read the prologue, and then said, I guess I should just unlock every single chapter because, yeah, I want to read that. And you know what? It didn't disappoint. I wish it was longer. It's a short one. See, the reason why I read that was because I don't use Facebook very often. And now the only reason why I'm really keeping Facebook is because I like to go back and look at my friend Hallie's Facebook page who passed away. Like, she was actually probably the only reason why I still kept Facebook because she would post memes. We would tag each other. There's a bunch of memories that we have on Facebook. So that's another reason why I don't want to deactivate it, because even though sometimes it's kind of hard to see those, it is still really nice because it's like, I don't have a lot of those things saved in here. Or here's a little fun. I don't do this anymore. I think I mentioned this a long time ago, but I used to go back and forth with people on the internet, y'all. It was definitely something I'm ashamed of now. I went back and forth with people. And when I tell you, she and I would go back and forth with people on my page, on her page, on other pages. What a time to be young and you just have all the time in the world to just argue with people on the internet. It was so much fun. Oh, I don't do that anymore though, because it got to be too much. But those are the kind of things that Facebook was used for me. I don't really talk to anybody on Facebook, but that long ass story to say, I started joining yaoi and BL pages because for a while I was joining like Facebook groups for reading. Not that I really ever interacted on them, but I just wanted like suggestions, and the drama in some of those are just crazy. I don't know if y'all saw, like, it was a year or so ago, the drama about the fucking, what is it, Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, that like retreat that this one lady with the fucking Facebook group had put on, and they were all supposed to go to some big ass, I don't know, cabin mansion, and they were all supposed to get goodie bags and books and shit, and it was not planned. It was like a fire fest island up in there, and people had a people were stealing stuff out of other people's gift bags. There weren't enough beds, there wasn't any food. Oh my god. And people, I don't think they got their money back. That was crazy. And that's the other reason why I keep Facebook, because you know what, there's a certain level of drama that you find on Facebook that you might not find on Instagram, or you might not find on TikTok. All three of them have drama, but Facebook has a certain kind of trashy drama that I really like. With that being said, I've now started to join the BL manhwa yaoi ones, and somebody made a list of like all like the short story kind of toxic BLs, and I was like, well, I like the cover of that. Well, first I went to scroll and I was like, every single one of these looks good, and some of these I've read, so I trust this person. And then Hit Me showed up, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. And girl, check the trigger warnings for that one, because it's real freaky, real freakier than I knew it to be. Good news, everybody. And at first I didn't know if this was true. Okay, I saw on Twitter that somebody made a post. It didn't look quite real though, it looked edited, that Operation True Love is coming back on the 29th of August. And then I saw it again, and it's like official. I was literally just talking about that in the last reading vlog. Was I or was I not? I was. So we're back, baby, because I need to know what the fuck happened in that fucking car, and I need Sue to be with Doha, period. I am done with Unyo. I'm sorry. I don't really care. He can fuck right off, because the fact that he left my bitch for 9 years, didn't say anything. What do you want from me? What do you want me to forgive you? I would not. Now, if I were her, I'd probably still sleep with him, but I would not be in a relationship with him, and I would be in a relationship with Doha after the sleeping with, because that's just me. But what else did I do? Oh, the other thing I read, I read, damn it, Happiness Volume 8. So the Kindle Unlimited version. I don't know where we're going with this, but I'm still enjoying what I'm seeing, okay? The end of that volume where all those fucking cult people are about to fucking tear the dude up and eat him. Again, this is why I know for a fact, many people have said this before, and some of them, they might be lying. Not me though. I would never get caught dead in a cult. You would have to actually keep me prisoner in there against my will. I would never willingly be in a cult, because one, that guy looks fucking crazy in Happiness, okay? He's got crazy eyes, okay? I know his name got changed, but he was killing little girls and fucking eating them and rubbing their blood all over him because he's a fucking vampire fanatic. He's having people cut themselves and put their blood in a goblet. There are people who sign up for that. It wouldn't be me, because already the first thing that you've already like lost me on is it's a man. Even if it was a woman, it wouldn't matter. But if it's a man at the top and you want me to follow that man, no, simply no. I just refuse to do it. You tell me I can't spend my money the way I want to spend it, already a no. You tell me I can't talk to my family, y'all already know I don't play about my sister. So if you told me I can't talk to my sister, fuck you. I'm not talking to you. That's actually what's happening. You would never get me like that. Y'all know I love Devin. Y'all know I love my mom. So who are you? Who are you to tell me I can't talk to them? Nobody who's actually gonna get me to do it. So fuck you. What else? What I can and can't eat? You tell me I can't fucking sit here and eat a fucking $2 bag of hot fries? Fuck you. You tell me I gotta eat gruel or just eat like a vegan diet? Nothing wrong with the vegan diet. I'm just saying, like, I need my, I just had a fucking chicken chimichanga, okay? You're not taking that away from me. You're not telling me how I'm spending my money, who I'm talking to, and I'm not listening to a man. I'm not listening to a man, so there you have it. It wouldn't be me. So all these people about to eat this man alive, it's like, well, what the fuck? It's not happening. Yeah. So that's what I read. I finished all of The Flowers of Evil. I think it's going over my head a bit, but I'm going to continue because I'm pretty sure it's on my Hoopla app. Good news. I went to the library after crashing out about it last night. I mean, really almost having a breakdown about the fact that I still for months could not rent anything, and it made me feel like something was being done to me. Like this was like a personal attack to Connie just for me to go there, and they're like, oh, we just changed everybody's library card number. Everybody at my library is very nice. So even though last night I was like, what is going on? If it's changing the system and I can't rent anything because there's no waiting list on the Hoopla that I have. Okay, I don't know if it works like that for every library, but it's no waiting list for me. I was like, if that happens, I'm gonna go there and I'm just gonna be mad, and I'm gonna break into their system. I'm gonna find every single new user and I'm gonna kick them off so that all the shit can be mine. Very dramatic, I know. Obviously I wasn't gonna do that. I was very nice. It's just young people who work at the library. So I'm like, hey, can you help me with this? Very simple fix. I wish they would have just sent me a new library card though, and just like sent an email or some shit, because I was really stressed out. I was very stressed. So we've got a lot of stuff that we will be reading. Now I can unlock all of this manga and yaoi that's on here. And I think, yeah, Flowers of Evil is on here, but it's all separate volumes. So I have a omnibus. I'm gonna have to see what those volumes are, so then I get it right. I think it's like 3 volumes in there, so I'll pick it up at volume 4. So yeah, I'm going to be renting all of those. I should hopefully finish Happiness before July is over, because today's the 30th. Yeah, so tomorrow I should be done. And yes, I don't know, I'm also changing my mind about stuff I want to read physically, because I just did my manga haul, and a lot of the time when I do a manga haul, I keep everything separate that I have to talk about so that it doesn't get lost in my room. And now I'm like, well, all this stuff that's over here and all this stuff that's behind me, maybe I should just put that away and then read all this new stuff. I'm sickened by myself. Either way, yeah, it's Wednesday. It is, what time is it? 7:30. We've got some reading to do, but we also have some movies to watch. I have to watch Twilight. Why do I have to watch Twilight? Because I agreed to go to Twilight trivia night with my friend tomorrow, and I have not read Twilight since it first came out when I was like a freshman in college. Okay, I'm not that young, I know. People probably thought I was very young. So it's been quite some time. I barely remember anything about it. And yeah, so I'm gonna kind of cheat. I'm just gonna watch the movies, and then I'm going to look up obscure trivia questions on Google, because I love my friend and I will make sure that we at least get close to winning, because I love her. That's how much I love her. So maybe I'll try to film a little bit of that. We'll see. I don't know if you can really film in there when you're doing trivia, but like I'll film the spread, because we're going to a brewery for this that's close to us. So wish me luck, y'all. But we'll be back to talk about anything that I've read. And yeah, just that simple. Almost done with Twilight. I really underestimated today. Like, I really should have watched. Today is Wednesday and this fucking trivia night is tomorrow. I don't fucking remember anything about these movies. I don't even think I watched all these movies. I think I watched the first one, and then I never watched any of the other ones. I'm doomed for trivia night tomorrow. But that's okay, because we finished the final volume of Guilty Smile. I didn't realize that this was going to be the last one, but it was actually really good. Things got even darker. Okay, things got even darker. So the whole like premise of this is Layla and this is Khalifa. Khalifa was imprisoned by Layla's father, who was the king of, I think, Masood. I think that's what the kingdom is called. Her father
was this super evil man, like very, very sadistic, nasty. Layla is not like the only daughter though of this king. She has a twin sister named Malika, and the lore of Layla and Malika is Layla is considered demon born. So nobody in the kingdom knew that Malika, the princess, had a sister named Layla. So she was basically hidden forever. I don't remember if like they would have killed Layla, and that's another reason why they hid her, because they didn't kill her because she's like a demon. But she's not really a demon. She's just like a twin. That's crime apparently. But the issue is that Malika, the other sister, the one who got to be at the forefront, is a fucking freaky sadist child torturer. Okay. Malika was one of the main people who was torturing Khalifa when he was their prisoner. Okay. At like fucking 7 years old, Malika was torturing him. Like, I mean, cutting him up, y'all. She was real fucked up. So Khalifa ends up getting out. He ends up escaping. But the thing is, while he was imprisoned, like on one hand, he's getting tortured by Malika. On the other hand, he's being visited by Layla, who is very much in the dark about everything going on with her father, her sister. She has no idea that her sister is fucking crazy. And she doesn't really understand what's happening to Khalifa. Like, she doesn't know that her father and her sister are torturing him. So she basically becomes this like guiding light for him. You know, she can't actually like totally break him out, but she gives him comfort. She reads to him. I think she gave him food, and then she was also giving him something to help with all of the like, you know, shit that he was going through. So like fucking ointment and shit. And when he escapes, he was going to take Layla with him, but what ends up happening is this whole time Malika has known what's been going on, and she's been allowing it to happen, but she stopped Layla from visiting him the night that he was going to escape. And it's just been fucking crazy ever since, okay? So many, many, many years in the future, Khalifa comes back, he kills the king, but Malika, this fucking evil bitch, basically uses Layla as a body double, so pretend to be her so she can escape. You fucking bitch. And because they're twins, you know, Khalifa also has not been here this whole time. I don't remember if he thought that Layla had died or if she was just gone. I'm not sure. But because she's pretending to be Malika, he thinks that that's who she is. So the first volume is very, very dark in the way he treats Malika. I mean, Malika was a young girl, and she wasn't just like physically torturing him with like beating him, like she was sexually assaulting him. And in this volume, it seems like the king actually sexually assaulted him too, which is very, very, very sick. Made worse by what we eventually find out in this volume, which is Malika. Oh my God, Malika, it's... I don't know that I could say she's morally gray, but before we get into that, okay. So the first volume is all about him torturing Layla, thinking that she's Malika, and he found this thing, this like curse that her original kingdom had, called Guilty Smile. He gives this poison to who he thinks is Malika. It's Layla. Layla, he knows that he has always loved Layla, you know. He hasn't seen her or really known her all these years that he had escaped, but he still held like this very tender part of his heart for her. Like he basically fell in love with her when she was helping him when he was imprisoned. So unfortunately, he gave her the poison of the Guilty Smile, and it's basically just going to eventually suck your life when you'll die. Unfortunately, he finds out Malika's bitch ass shows back up, and he's like, well, what the fuck is going on now? And then he finds out, fuck, I done fucked the lady I really love also put her through hell. You know, he may have felt somewhat justified in what he was doing to Malika because of what she did to him. In my opinion, when it comes down to it, like, I don't necessarily believe in an eye for an eye, because if I think that sexual assault and rape is wrong, I don't think that it then gets to be inflicted on someone else just because they did that. Now, that is just my opinion. I don't actually, like, judge anybody who still has the, like, feeling of eye for an eye. Like, I understand where that stems from. So that's why I can't, like, agree with what he did, because it's like, well, you don't get to just, like, do something to her in that way, like, this very heinous thing as revenge for what she did to you. Like, if it was wrong, it should just be wrong across the board. That's my opinion. So, of course, now, so with all that said, like, he has put all this shit on Layla. Like, he's done all of these things to Layla, thinking that she was Malika. You know, how the fuck? I mean, he really loves her. And now you just fucking cursed the bitch. So, they tried to rebuild what's going on here after it's revealed. Okay, he's trying to find a way to reverse this curse. And Layla is trying to, I don't know, I think come to terms with the fact that she will most likely die. She also doesn't know what was going on with Malika, so she also feels very, like, weird there. And then this volume is the one where, one, we find out that, you know, Malika wants to kill Layla and has wanted to basically, I wouldn't say she has wanted to kill her this whole time. It's more like when they were younger, Malika was the one who knew about everything going on. So she knew about the things that her father did. And unfortunately, one of the ways that she knew that is because he was sexually assaulting Malika. And Malika was also making it so he would not touch Layla, which is so fucking sad. And she has I think what she did to I don't know if the right word is, like, compartmentalize, is her thought process has always been, Layla is pure. I have to make sure that she is pure and untouched. I think as a way to maybe disassociate, like, what was happening to her, and then, like, how much darker her, like, aura was becoming, and the way that she was also starting to be like her father. So again, she was torturing people. She tortured Khalifa, assaulted him. She views people as pigs. She really just has no soul anymore. Like, she is just very broken, sadly. So yeah, this time Malika breaks out because she hasn't been, like, put to death yet. She is now going to burn the kingdom down and then find Layla and kill her, and I assume kill herself too, and they would just both die together. But the plot is stopped, y'all. But this is the crazy thing, because this is the last one. Of course, Malika falls off, you know, a balcony into the fire, but then they can't find her body. So the bitch is probably still lurking around. Fuck that bitch. But happy ending for them. He finds a way to break the curse. They basically live happily ever after. The only difference is now, like, he's got a fucking red eye and a gold eye. Both of them have short hair now, but, you know, they're still good looking. Good for them. And we got to see a little bit of hold on, because, like, the light novel's in here now. Hold on, I'm gonna tilt up, and then we're gonna look at this together because I gotta censor it. So we get the maid and the guard getting pretty freaky back here. So good for them. Good for them, because you know what? I was really liking what was going on between these two. Okay, it was very obvious that they were going to be hooking up. Very obvious, because he had a thing for her, and, you know, it's just crazy. But yes, I liked how I ended up really liking this, especially because they were working more on their, like, relationship. We got, like, chibi versions of them, and I love when I see that, because it's just so cute. And, like, the first volume, there's literally, of course, there's nothing sweet or cute in it. How could there be? In the second volume, I really don't think there was that much. I don't remember any chibi versions of them, but they were basically having sex all the time. And I mean, and here they are also having sex all the time, but they're also fighting against the clock, trying to get the antidote, putting out the fire, pushing that bitch off the balcony, you know, and then they come back together in a fucking oasis, fucking in the sand. Good for them. Good for them. So yeah, you know what? I hope for them in the future, since this is over, we're not going to see like like another story about them. I hope they live happily ever after. They have a few children, because I feel like, I mean, besides the fact that, you know, there's like king and queen time, you kind of have to do that. I feel like they would really love to procreate. And you know what? I'm happy for them. Can I relate to that? No. But I will always champion and cheer on people who, you know, want to be parents and shit. Like, good for you. I you know, good for you. I was about to say, I guess. And I didn't sound that good. It sounded like, I guess. I did not mean like that. But anyway, we're about to read, before you discard me, I shall have my way with you. I can't wait to get into this. This was also wrapped in plastic, so you know they're getting to hunch it in this one. And I can't wait. I've loved this story. It is just so crazy to me. And I don't know if this the end too. Who knows? Okay. I mean, this is just going to be all like sweet cuteness, because in the last volume, yeah, she got half teleported to, you know, something, because they were trying to fucking take my girl, Agnes. Those fuckers who were trying to, you know, fuck with her in the first volume. Nope, didn't work. I don't know why the hell they would do that when this bitch has like the most mana in the kingdom, it seems like, okay? She's fucking with magic and magic is fucking with her. You can't, don't even try it with Agnes. Her family is on some real crazy magic shit too, so that was weird. It's fine, you know, do what y'all had to do, but you're not touching Agnes, so fuck off. And then, you know, he's here, and I don't mind him. But you know what? I do like him because he's a yearner, much like Khalifa. Khalifa was yearning hard for Layla, and you know I love when a man yearns. I love when a man is begging, pleading, simping. That is the best way for a man to be, in my opinion. And honestly, I know that opinion is that is one of the best opinions, okay? If you are of the mind that, you know, they should not be yearning for you, you got to change up that mindset, because that actually is the right one. I'm sorry. I am also high right now. If y'all couldn't tell, I feel like I've been talking for 30 minutes. It's only been 13. But I realize it's going off the rails a bit. It is. But before we move on to this, again, I just want to say, yearners for the win. I love being yearned for. Thanks, Debbie. But yeah, real men yearn. They pine. They obsess in a healthy way, in a safe way, and they simp, okay? You got to have these things. You got to do that. Men out there, if you didn't know, and if you're wondering, like, what, these 4 things. There's other things too to the list, but these are some 4 that you should really get into if you're not doing that. Who am I? If you agree, put it in the comments. If you don't, let's talk about it in the comments, you know. Let's talk about it. But I think that those are 4 pretty important things. They're all kind of under one umbrella. Obviously, emotional intelligence would be one. Emotional intelligence, you know, regulating emotions, able to do that, take care of yourself, cook, you know what I'm saying, be a kind person, loving. Those things are also there, but these 4 things are very important too. So moving on, we're going to finish up. I don't know how much time I have on this damn movie. What is that, 30 minutes? Boom. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna finish these things, and I'll see how far I can get in the next movie when it is 10:21 at night. Don't y'all love my little Apple Watch face? Younger Connie, not too much younger, but that's me and my Debbie. Anyway, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Hello, everybody. Okay, so it's Thursday. I only managed to watch one Twilight movie.
I'm trying to finish the second one. I've got like, I don't have that much longer, maybe like 30 minutes or something. I'm not going to do well tonight. This fucking thing. I just know I'm not. So that's fine. We're going to move on to some of the things I've read and some of the things I got. So I'm really, like if I would have just waited at one more day, I could have shown this in my haul video, but it's okay. I knew that, I mean, it's not the big deal. I'm not recording that again. Okay. I've already put things away, but I had pre-ordered something a few months ago. The lore behind it all is somebody was at a convention and they saw these, made a TikTok. That creator of this product is like, oh my God, I didn't realize this was going to blow up so much, because that person's TikTok blew up. And then they said, okay, well, I'm actually doing a pre-order of this. So, you know, for someone like me, I think that was on the West Coast, that convention. I don't know if this creator will ever come to the East Coast to like some of the small things. They can pre-order, and I'm so excited that I got these. I just think this is so funny and cute. I don't really have like a ton, well, I don't have a ton of merch like this, okay? And I think this is really cute, but I already like charms and keychains and stuff, so it's like perfect. Okay, so I don't, off the top of my head, I'm sorry, I don't remember their name, but I'm gonna put all of their information here. I'll put their Instagram like page and their stuff, but I got 4 things. It's just so funny to me. So I got alpha and omega suppressant, like these packet. I don't know if I can you, I don't know if it's going to. Oh, I didn't have an issue when I showed you guys the Apothecary Diaries thing. So it's like a little keychain that has the freaking heat suppressant things. Like, I just think that's funny. And then, so that one's the alpha. This one's the omega. I don't think this is focusing, so I'm sorry. Is it? Can I do that? Will it focus for you? Maybe, okay. And then this is another. But then these are so cute to me. So it's little pill bottles. So we have the alpha one. Oh, I'm gonna shake the bitch. And then we have the omega one. Let's focus. Yeah. I think that that's just so cute. I can't help myself. So yeah, I needed a little bit of Omegaverse merch in my life. What can I say? Let's talk about the other things I read. So I ended up reading Before You Discard Me, I Shall Have My Way With You, Volume 4. This was very good. Oh, let me see. Did this basically feel like it was over? Yeah, I don't remember if there's a Volume 5. I'll put it up if there is, or at least like from what I can see. You never know, just because you don't see it like on Amazon or something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But this was actually really good. I really liked this. We had one last person that we know of now, because, you know, I don't know if it's going to continue, but we had one last person who was trying to get at Agnes and then Luke, and he was taken down swiftly, as he should have been, because why would you mess with my bitch Agnes? It's just wrong. But still very good. I really enjoyed the story. I really like their relationship. I like, kind of like how I mentioned in Guilty Smile last night, how now that they communicate with each other, we can see more panels of them being very cute and having little chibi versions of themselves. We were already starting to see that in this, in like Volume 3 especially, or like the end of Volume 2, definitely in Volume 3. But this one, they had more of their little chibi cuteness time. I just love how they finally communicated and they're together. There is no issues. She's going to be better. He's going to be better. And again, I just can't get over men who yearn for women. I love it. And Luke is like that. He's obsessed with Agnes. And, you know, he just can't get enough of her. And I love that he ravishes her on every occasion. And that's how it should be. Which brings us to Seduced by a Demon King. A sensual rebirth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another yearning situation. So yeah, I don't know if there's gonna, no, there is. Yeah, I literally just finished this. I'm like, I don't know if there's gonna be, there will be another volume. But I really like this story because it's basically about this lady, what's her name again? Haruka. Haruka is a reincarnated saint from like a millennia ago, it feels like. Very, 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 many, many years. She was reincarnated to Haruka, somebody who is kind of like just existing in life, you know, has a job that she doesn't really like, kind of has a boring life, which I don't think that having a boring life is a bad thing. I would say that, like, compared to other people's lives, like, my life probably seems pretty boring, but at the end of the day, like, I wake up happy, I wake up healthy, I love my friends, I love my family, so I feel very fortunate, and I do like a bit of drama, but it has to be other people's drama. As long as there's no drama in my life, I'm pretty good. And you know what? I feel like that's a good place to live, in my opinion. That's a nice existence to have. But Haruka doesn't really have any like love going on in our first volume, but then Mal, he shows up and he is the Demon King, and he was always fighting the saint version of her in their past life, and the saint version of her basically sealed him away, but she kind of did it for him because she didn't want to kill him, because she grew to love him, and they both loved each other during that time. Mao, I think he did love her, but I don't think he really understood that those were the feelings that he actually had for her. So he had basically decided that he was going to find her in any other life, and he was going to fight her to the end. And when she was at her most happy, he was going to bring her down. But he met Haruka, never really that, like, excited. She doesn't have, like, an exciting life. I don't want to say that she's miserable, but, like, she's not as he was probably assuming she would be. So, basically, he and her develop a relationship. She actually wants to do things with him. He is still kind of stubborn, but eventually, as time goes on, they end up getting down and dirty, as you would expect in a volume that was wrapped in plastic. And yeah, and this one's pretty good because now someone is really trying to come between them, to the point where it's either kill Mal, kill her, it doesn't really matter. And that's just sad because she doesn't deserve that, you know what I'm saying? But still very, very, very good. Something that I continued on with, oh, here we go. Okay, so freaking Say a Little Prayer is back. I like binge read that when it was on like season finale day on Lezen. Girl, that one is so dramatic to a point that's like, is this necessary? I don't know. I'm going to continue on with that one because it's just so messy and I like it, but I will say they are not very attractive characters. Like, not to disparage the artist in any way, but like for me, I do not like the way, especially the blonde one is drawn. I can't remember his name, but he just has such a fugly ass face. Like, their expressions are so derpy a lot of the time. And he's just so emotional. Now, I know he's pregnant, okay, with twins, no less. But just the crying and the whining it's just so annoying. But, like, you know why, okay? This relationship is so fucked from the beginning. But also, the background history of both these characters is just fucking terrible. And, you know, you just feel so sorry for them. So I'm going to stick with it because I want to see what happens. We got to take down that fucker who's been keeping all of the Omegas in a basement and like grooming them as children so they can be political, you know, fucking, what is it? Honeypot? Is that what that term is? I think I might be right. If not, I will put the correct term, but I think that that's what that is. Let's look it up. That way I can edit this out if that is not what it is. Okay, let's see. Google it, baby. Oh, well, apparently it's looking up the honeypot feminine rapes. No, damn it. Okay. Hold on. Am I wrong? Espionage, okay. Honeypot or honey trap are terms for an operational practice involving the use of covert agent to create sexual or romantic relationship. kind of right. Did I say honey pot or honey trap? I meant both. Anyway, I also just lost my train of thought, so I don't remember what the point was for that. Oh, that's right. He's grooming Omegas to basically be political prostitution, basically. And he must be stopped, okay? Because he's hurting people. He's hurting children, men, women, and children. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I would like to see what happens there. And I mean, I'm assuming that that's the end. Like, once we take down that dude, we're done. But, oh no, we have to take down the mom. That's right, because the mom was fucking weird and made him go crazy, had a pheromone rage. There's so much going on in that story. But I like it. Other than that, yeah, I think I mentioned, like, rewatch it. I think I mentioned at the beginning of this, okay, I'm on the second movie of Twilight. I forgot how fucking awful the first movie is. Like, it's so bad. It's so terrible. It's so corny. It's so cheesy. There's really nothing. Oh my God, it's just so bad. And then here, Bella, I remember reading her basically like hurting herself so she could have visions of Edward and thinking, dramatic much? No, less dramatic in the movie, to the point where it's like, I really want someone to slap her, okay? I know that this stops after this, but at the same time, I want to know, do you guys, are you team Edward or team Jacob? For me, I feel like, because I don't like Edward, I don't really like me, like, why would we go with Jacob? Like, I feel like you have so much more, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm about to change the subject again. And then I realized, because we're watching Haunting of Hill House, the chick who is, not the chick, the woman who plays, is her name Esme? The fucking mom, the Cullen mom. I didn't realize that was that girl. I think she goes by Shirley in the show. Wow, night and day. Night and day in terms of like looking like a human, which is crazy because she looks more human in Twilight than she does in Hill House. She is kind of scary in Hill House. I don't know what that's about, but moving on. We've still got a lot to read. I don't know if I'm going to be wrapping it up soon or not. I don't know how long it's been so far, but I still have so much to read, so we're not going to finish yet. We're not. Today is the 31st, so maybe I'll make it last till the 2nd, and then we can get to Jinx and we can talk about that. We'll see. We will be seeing. Also, Incomplete Combustion, read that this morning. Okay, don't really know what's going on. And then Crown of Thorns is on hiatus. Here we go fucking again with this hiatus stuff. It's okay though. You know, I'm not complaining about someone needing a break. I'm mostly just like, I hate that for me and for all of y'all who also are in my predicament. So yes, we'll read some more. We'll see how it's going, and then we'll see what happens. Hey everybody. Okay, so it's Friday. I didn't do any recording last night at the trivia night, but me and my friend Tori actually did really good. So I let her pick the name because I do not know enough about Twilight to like pick a good name that's not like pretty basic. So we did La Pushin' It, but then somebody else did La Pushin' It really good. So now La Pushin' It really good, I think they're the ones that won, but we were like at least top 5, I think. We actually did really, really good in my opinion. Because, you know, Tori was really carrying us. I only made it to like the 2nd movie, like literally when we talked yesterday. Yeah, that's what, that was it. But there were some things I kind of remembered, and we did a good job guessing, so I'm proud about that. So we're going to talk a little bit. I don't know if I need to end this now because like I feel like I'm just dragging my feet. Oh, right here. Okay, so what I ended up reading last night though was I reread Nomi and Sheba Volume 1 to prepare me for Volume 2. Volume 2 is a little bit bigger, not by much. Maybe, yeah, not by much. And I'm still like not all the way through because today, even though I literally brought, this bag is full of manga. I do this every time. I reread Private Call because I don't know where I stopped off when I first read it. I think when I first read it, it was at the very end of season 1 because I don't even remember the side stories, but I probably did read the side stories. And I just am rereading it. I'm only like 2 episodes until episode 30. And it's just been so fun to revisit Private Call because like it is very wholesome. Like we're literally at the part where it's like the most drama, which is, oh shit, I can't remember his name. Is it Jiwon or Juwon? I'll put his name up and I'll put a picture of him because I really like him. We're meeting his family, and his family is really shitty. And, you know, he has every right to have not spoken to them, even though I feel bad for the mom for the most part and the other brother. Like, y'all need to stand up, okay? Because the dad is the problem, and y'all need to stand up for everybody involved, because then you're just gonna miss out on everybody else. Like, what are you thinking? I will say though, when I was in the middle of reading it, I took a screenshot, which I will be putting up here, of, what's his name? Is it Doha, I think? The pink-haired one. His faces are so wild to me. Like, it just makes me glad. I have a feeling that I don't know. It makes me feel like I never want to see what I look like in an intimate moment like that. Because if I look like that, I know I'm experiencing the most ecstasy ever, but I don't want to know that that's what I look like. So, like, I can respect his ecstasy faces because they are top tier, if I do say so myself. I ended up going to Barnes & Noble. So basically I was up in the like northern Richmond area, and this is a new Barnes & Noble that opened, replacing the one that closed this time last year. Fuck that landlord, because now they're in a smaller space, and I like the new layout of the Barnes & Noble, but it's too small, so it feels very claustrophobic. I don't really like it, but I did end up getting manga, okay? Some stuff released a little bit early because, you know, some of it says like it released on the 5th, but you never know. Okay, I got volume 6 of The Apothecary Diaries, of course, the light novel. Because it is Yaoi Day, I had to get a BL, and I got No God in Heaven. This, I think, is going to be an Omegaverse. I got oh shit. I also got a fat stack of free bookmarks, you know what I'm saying? Had to show them, you know. You can't leave Barnes & Noble without those, in my opinion. And then Kagurabachi Volume 4, and then Don Don at Volume 14. So I'm very excited about that. But the best thing that we're going to talk about is the food I'm eating for dinner, okay? I have been very hungry all day. I think I ate at 9 o'clock this morning. It is 7:16 at night. Like, I really didn't have an appetite, and then I got hungry. And then I just texted Devin, I'm hungry. I'm so bratty. Because, like, I'm not expecting him to get me food, but, you know, like, I just want you to know that I'm hungry, and I'm getting a little hangry. So the issue was, though, is that I really wanted noodles. So I was like, do I want ramen? Do I want pho? Do I want spaghetti? Do I want, what else is there to eat? I don't know. Had to come back to Thai food. Okay, so you're gonna see my order. I don't show many people this. So for the appetizer, we got Crying Tiger. I like a spicy beef. If you don't get this, you need to. Trust me. I had to get red. It looks like yellow on camera, but I got my accompanying rice. Had to get. I know it's gonna look really disgusting, but I got my sticky rice with my ice cream on the side, huh? Delicioso. And you're probably thinking, bitch, didn't you say you wanted noodles? Don't worry. This is probably gonna be, so here's the thing. When I go to this Thai food restaurant, this is the main meal, okay? This is what I will be eating and crushing, because like once I get like one little, I'm going to eat the whole thing because it's so good. But I want one bite, like at least 1 or 2 bites of something else. And that's why I got pad thai. So not like super duper noodly. I did get I thought I got a little extra spicy, but we'll see. We'll see. You don't want your asshole to be totally blown out with the extra spice, but I'm ready to eat food. I'm so hungry. I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm sorry, we're gonna be wrapping this up soon, but I do want to read more. I really, really do. But did I read something today? Oh, I did catch up on Pond Where Flowers Fall. I caught up on Tears on a Withered Flower. it's just gonna be so hard if I really don't stop reading it week by week. This is just gonna be what happens to me, and I'm just gonna be very bored. Because like I am bored, but like I want to keep reading, so it's really frustrating because when you're reading this one in particular, I feel week to week, it just feels like it's going at a snail's pace, and I can't. It's just too much. I just don't like it. Because like, what now? What was the point of that? Like, no, I don't mean it like that. Let me take that back. I wish that there had been more. Like, I wish half of like that whole episode had been split to either one, because just put some of what we saw in the last one, and so then both episodes could have been longer, because this whole like back and forth, will she, won't she, like, oh, it's killing me. And then what's going on with the brother? What's going on with these women at the job that seem that they really like Teha? Like, I don't know, but I'm getting like frustrated. It is what it is. We're gonna see it through though, because obviously I am gonna finish it. I can't help it. But I wish like I had the same feeling about that I have with like other ones that I was reading and I enjoyed, but like I haven't picked up again. And it's nice to come back and see, oh, well, yeah, there's more stuff. Like, I wish I would just do that with Tears on the Withered Flower, but I haven't been. So that's what I mean. But anyway, we'll be back. I do need to consume my delicious dinner. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second.
Hello, everybody. All right, we've got a fat stack right here of what we've finished reading. So I made a good dent in stuff I need to reread. So I read volume 12 and 13 of Don to Don. I just showed you guys that I had bought volume 14, but I'm going to wait a second on that because I am trying to get through that stack there. Oh my gosh, really good. It was so sad. I did start crying when we got Vamala's kind of backstory. That was so sad. I couldn't help but cry, but it was so good. I really like where this story is going, but at the same time, I don't really know. Like, will the conclusion just be when he gets his second ball? Like, is that when the story ends? Because I don't think we're going to get the second ball of this arc, the alien arc. So what's next? And how much, more time do we have? I'm just really curious because it feels like I don't know how this will end. I hope that it ends with Momo and Ken together. That would make me the most happy. But very, very good. Very, very good. Especially the way that this volume ended. We've got the Evil Eye. Evil Eye is back. Then I read Sakamoto Days 16 and 17. I believe that the 18th volume comes out on the 5th. So I'm going to be going to Books A Million tomorrow to check it out. Tomorrow's not the 5th, but I've noticed, and I think someone told me who worked there, that if they don't have like a official release date, like you can put it out like within the week that it says it's supposed to release. I think they said that they usually do it on a Sunday. So I'm going to go there either Sunday or Monday. We'll see. But yes, this was really good. I'm still enjoying it. This is another one where like, I don't know. I don't see when this ends, like, is it just going to be, Slur gets taken down? Is there more to it than this? Also, what happened to what's her face? I can't remember her name, but she's the one whose sisters died. But I thought like something is happening that's pretty crazy, but I can't wait to get my hands on volume 18 because I have to see what happens next. I finally finished volume 2 of Nomi and Shiba. This was really good. I really love how wholesome this is. In the end, like, it's just about these two guys, like, really falling for each other and helping each other out and navigating, like, adolescence, growing up, what is love. I really just enjoy that so much. I would like to see more relationships blossom, though, but I don't know that that's going to happen, but I'd like to see more. And finally, I finished volume, 7 of Seventh Prince. Really, really good. We are about to get pretty fucking crazy in the next few volumes. We've got possibly is it a disciple? Shit, I don't remember what the 12 they're not popes. Cardinal? I don't think they're called a cardinal, but like essentially that. They're a step below the Pope, I think. And yeah, that sounds right. But that's not what they call them in this, I don't think. The person who is the antagonist might be one of them. Pretty crazy. What's going to happen with that? What are the motives? If you are a part of that group, you shouldn't, presumably want to do these things. So what is next? Can they stop him? Obviously, we know Lloyd is a fucking badass, but he's given pretty much everybody the ability to use divine sorcery. So everybody's a badass, which is pretty cool. But I still really like this. It's going really well. What I'm going to do next. So, I'll say this. I'm sorry. I also finished the last few chapters of Private Call. That was so... Girl, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that noise? Oh, Lord, I'm scared. If y'all heard that. I'm a little high. So I know that a noise was made, but I don't know if it picked up on the camera. It was the door. Nothing's there, I don't think. Anyway, the ending of Private Call, the last 3 chapters I had to finish. I think it's still ongoing. I can't remember what, I think, does Private Call come out on Friday? I don't know. I have to look into that, but I'll put that information here because it's on Lezen. We had a pregnancy, Lord. Look, I knew that was eventually going to happen. I personally don't mind a pregnancy trope thrown in there to a certain extent. I don't like the... what was it that really was ooh, okay. This is a scenario that really freaked me out. So if you don't want to know, flashing hands, if you're in the middle of reading Private Call, flashing hand, okay, skip this part. And I'm going to try to remember to do this when I'm done talking. So the first character, I think it's Ji-Wan, I'll put his picture up. He had a vasectomy, and his vasectomy reversed itself. That is so frightening to me. That's a fear of mine. As somebody who does not want to experience pregnancy, I would be devastated if my partner and I, did the thing, went through with that procedure and then it ended up reversing itself, even though he does everything he's supposed to. It's not like he didn't get his checkup. He's literally getting his checkup now to see. So that's the only thing I didn't like about it, because that is frightening to me, so frightening. But now we've already transitioned into, maybe we should have a baby. And I was like, oh God, see, now you kind of lost me, because I really, I don't ever want to be a parent, but I'm still in for the ride. I don't really mind reading stories that have people having kids. It's not that serious, me not wanting to have children, but I was still okay, I'll accept it. Because here's the thing. This story is so fucking wholesome. It's crazy. It is insane how wholesome it is. So I'd say continue with it. So flashing hands, I didn't forget. Flashing hands, y'all. Before I move on to what else I want to read, I think I want to get back into some NetGalley stuff. And then we might come to a close. I might read another thing because I picked up Blind Play again. I felt bad. I unlocked all of it on Lezen, and I've not kept up with it. I feel bad about that. But I want to say this. I think it is really interesting. I'm seeing takes, and again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not here to say that your opinion is wrong. I think it's interesting though that I'm seeing people now who are I saw some TikTok where someone was let this be a lesson. Don't be like Minghua and save the, redemption arc for so long. Why? Some of us didn't Minghua say this was a slow burn? I have always believed in Jake Young, okay? I knew it was very obvious that there was going to be some type of background that, explained why he's like this. And this is even more than I expected, because I did not expect some of that, okay? I did not expect anything that I've read so far when it came to, I've expected some things, but so much more, especially because now we're getting into the teen years when he meets the one dude he eventually fights again. We have to know what happened with that. I really want to know, like, when did Jake Young develop this jinx? When did he think that this was going to be something that he needed to win? You know, I really, really, really want to learn about that. And I just think it's interesting that people, I don't understand. Like, do you really think that Minghua like fucked up and didn't mean to do it this way? Like, I would think that somebody, and this is their second work, possibly, I don't know how many more they've done that I haven't had access to, but you know, on Lezen, and from what I understand, like there's been two, this and BJ Alex. Like, I kind of feel like the second time around probably has a good outline of where they want things to go. So why are we shitting on this slow burn? Because didn't Minghua say this is a slow burn? This is what I want. I want to feel, I want a roller coaster of emotions, okay? This is what I want. That might not be for everybody, okay? I think we're going to get close to 100 episodes with Jinx, I think. God can only bless me with that, okay? And some side stories as well. I would love to see it. But, what's so bad? What's so bad? I still don't understand. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Is somebody singing this like discourse? Again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to sit here. And that's not even like a shitty opinion, I think. You know, it's not like, I don't think it's like overly disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Some people have been really nasty, especially when you had the surgery. Like, why is everybody being such a dickhead about that? Oh my God, Lord. But with that being said, I do think it's like kind of weird that it's like this. Why are we assuming that Minghua doesn't know what they're doing? And, you know, just because you don't like how long it's taken doesn't mean that this wasn't done for a reason, and that reason means that it's like shitty, I guess. I don't know. But enough with my ranting. Y'all know I could keep going. I do intend to keep going in my mind. I don't intend to keep you guys hostage here. But with that being said, I keep thinking about Jinx. It's just so good. I'm just so happy that it's back. I cannot wait to continue on with the series. Other than that, I think I read In Your Wake. Got caught up on that. Very, very good. And yeah, so I'll see you guys again, and that will be the end, because I think we're getting into 2-hour territory again. So I apologize. But I'll see you guys soon. All right, so I had got approved for this on NetGalley. It is My Instructor Won't Yield. This is so cute. Yeah, this is really, really cute. This is a one-shot, but I can absolutely see there being like a follow-up story, because it just leaves it open for that, in my opinion. This is really cute. Basically, it's about these two guys. Of course, I can't remember anybody's name now. Sorry. I just finished reading Blind Play, and we'll talk about that in a second. But so this brunette, I don't know, can y'all see that? Me looking at my phone, it feels like I can't, or feels like you can't. So the brunette is going to driving school to get his license, and this is his driving instructor, the blonde. All right, there you go. And when they first meet, he calls him Maki, but that's not his name. His name is Mr. Chiba. And he's obviously kind of freaked out, like, oh, why does it seem like he knows me? And it's just like really cute. Okay, we're, you know, getting taught how to drive, forced proximity sometimes. And then we find out like the real reason why, like, he called him Maki, and then what their relationship really is. And it was really cute. I got a little nervous, and I got a little sad at the prospect of like it not really going where, there being a longer miscommunication. I think that made me a little nervous that was going to happen, but I feel like everything progressed really nicely, and I really enjoyed this. This is already in my wish list. So it's actually planning on buying this before I got approved for this on NetGalley. So that's a nice little surprise. Hopefully now I'm not going to feel the need to buy it, because I don't need to. And then moving right along. Okay, sorry. All right, so I didn't realize it was on this panel, but that's okay. There's really nothing. I mean, there's some explicitity in this, but it's nothing like the panel before. This is so, this is so wacky to me. Like, Blind Play is about this guy here. He is a male escort, and he deals with like high-end clients, it seems, where the whole point is to be very, very, very hush-hush about it, right? He was like, ooh, you know what? I've got a really good idea. Let me pretend to be blind. People shouldn't do that, but he pretends to be blind, which I think makes him even more sought after, because all these people who request him think that he really can't see them. And it feels like that extra layer of anonymity, I guess, for them. So he eventually meets somebody who is a serial killer. And it's fucking psycho. He requests him on purpose. He has a dead body in his fucking apartment, and he makes him fuck him like damn near on top of the body, okay? But this guy seems to have a sneaking suspicion that he is not blind. And now it's like a cat and mouse game of him being like, hold on, I'm gonna shift it up because I need to show you guys what he looks like, because this is the whole point for him, is that he looks blind by being cross-eyed. Hold on, I gotta go to the last chapter. Okay, that was 17. Okay, go back to 16. Okay. Damn, I gotta scroll a lot. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-boom-boom-boom-boom-boom. Also, Christy is on Amazon Prime. Y'all know that's one of my favorite movies. Oh, damn. I think I went back on too far. God damn it. Anyway, something crazy is happening right now in this episode where the brunette dude, the male escort, he was dating someone who is like a fucking scumbag. Ugh, he pisses me off. And he's up in the mix now with the serial killer, which is crazy. All right, I'm getting there. Hold on, y'all. It's nothing but lightsabers in here, but I don't know that I can show even that, so let's take this very slow, clearly slow fucking... Okay, we're getting there. So... so you can't even tell right there. Oh, I hope hope I didn't say that. You can't even tell, but like it was far more like pupil in. I was like, okay, this is looking a little disrespectful, you know. But this fucking story is crazy because, you know, it's almost like, I think what's happening here is that the serial killer is getting off on killing in front of him, knowing that he's not going to fucking say anything, because he's like, I'm going to fucking lie. He thinks that he has the upper hand. Yeah, he kind of does, but not when I plan on lying and still behaving like I can't see and that I'm blind. So it's this like cat and mouse of like, will he break character? But I think he's getting off on doing this in front of him and then in a way making him actively participate in murder, right? He's not stabbing anybody. He's not hurting any of these people that this guy keeps bringing, but because he doesn't say anything to keep his secret, he's like complicit in the murder, right? And there was a guy right before this one who was alive at the time, and he is left alone with the dude that the serial killer has basically strapped up bondage style, you know what I'm saying? And he knows that the killer knows, like, look, that guy can beg for his life from him, but that's going to require him to admit that he's not blind, right? And he knows that he's not going to fucking do it. So he basically kills a dude right in front of him, but he literally can't react. And there's not even enough time. Plus, he has these fucking sunglasses that are supposed to have a fucking camera in it. Girl, that shit is not working. It's crazy, but yeah. This is such a crazy story to me because it's like, who's gonna break first now? you know, oh my God, it's just crazy. A lot of stuff's going on right now. I can't tell y'all, but yeah, we're going to finish reading this. I am pretty sleepy. I am pretty high. But, sorry to yawn in y'all's face like that. Those two factors may be happening, but that's not going to stop me from reading. Okay, this has been a very successful reading day. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep watching Christine, my comfort movie. And, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm really sorry. I did not do an intro, and it's been like 2 days since we last spoke, since I was eating that delicious Thai food that today's Monday I would like more of, right? Like, I keep trying to do an order on the website. Something is being done against me because it won't let me place an order. Like, I get all the way to the end. Everything's fine. I gotta do that damn CAPTCHA and my human thing. That takes like way too long to load. And then when it finally loads, it's like, then I get an error message that says you need to like input your credit information again. First of all, I already put my card in there, okay? So now I'm either gonna have to call the restaurant, which is not that big of a deal, or I just go there and eat lunch by myself, which that doesn't bother me. I eat lunch alone a lot because of my job, but it's right next to base, and I really don't want to try to sit in the crowded restaurant if all like the military people are there and their little uniforms. I mean, don't mind me, but like I want some quiet time. I would like to eat it in the peace of my home. So we'll see what I end up doing because I am about to go to the bookstore. But yeah, the last thing I said I was going to read, I don't remember if I ended up reading it, but I did finally read all of Blind Play. Okay, so I did want to talk about that really quick, and that's how we're going to end this. Oh my gosh, like I think I was at episode 10 when I kind of like lost interest, not because it wasn't interesting, I just moved on to something different and got distracted. So I decided, you know what, I want to read this because it's completed. I'd like to know what it was about. And that actually wasn't bad, but it left me the same way that I felt Killing Stalking left me. So like, this isn't like a dark romance. Oh, like our main like antagonist or whatever, the bad guy, the red flag, he's gonna have a redemption. No, there is no redeeming this man. The ending is extremely sad to me. It was just very bleak and very dark, and I mean, oh my God, like literally nothing positive happened. Somebody that I did not want to die ended up dying. And I mean, I feel like they would have died anyway, but the problem is that they died on their way. Like, they had to make a choice between two people. And he kept choosing the one person who he was like, this person causes me nothing but pain. They don't return my like affections, but this is my family and I love them. So he chooses this person, but then he ends up dying on the way there. Had he not chosen this person, he could have saved this person who's trying to get him to realize like, look, you deserve love. I can love you, or at least I can help you get over whatever's going on right now with you and the other guy. And that guy just ends up, yeah. And in the end, the person who got helped, so this is kind of a spoiler. Well, no, I mean, I kind of just spoiled some things. So I'll put a little thing before that says, unfortunately, I forgot to mention I'm doing spoilers right now. This is a spoiler. So the thing is that the guy, so the best friend who is, he has like the same blood type as the person, as our protagonist, our main lead. And they help each other the opposite way before, where our male lead had to donate blood to the best friend. And now the best friend has to donate blood to the male lead, except, oh, did y'all hear that? I'm gonna run that back and see if y'all heard that. If not, I'll cut this part out. But if so, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, the thing is that the male lead, I don't think that he wants to live. I just don't think that he is willing to take the plunge and kill himself. So the fact that his friend ends up dying, his friend had the male lead designated as the person he wanted to give all his organs to if he died. So now you just like turbocharge the fucker, okay? Because he's been now officially blinded, by the way. This at the very beginning, this guy was pretending to be blind. Then he is blinded. Now his best friend is killed on the way to help him, leaving the one guy who really like actually had affection for him behind and to die. And now all of his organs are donated to him, and guess what? And I didn't even see this coming, so that was a really good twist. I did not think about this. I just thought, did he ever really go blind? Like, it seemed like he didn't completely lose his sight. So I thought like he just had an impairment. Like, well, it was like he could still kind of see a little bit. It just wasn't like it was before. This motherfucker donated his eyes to him. How do we not figure that out, serial killer? How did you not know that the eyes were donated it? And then like, as a doctor, can you just do that? Can you just be like, well, I guess I'll replace your eyes too? I don't know what's going on, but that twist was very good. I did not see that coming. I was like, what? And then in the end, he stabs the serial killer's eyes out, and it's like, can't you just end it all right now? But he is suffering from the feelings of like, I deserve this. I am a male prostitute, so nobody ever believes me. I have done things and seen things done, and I didn't stop them, or I wasn't able to stop them even when I tried. So I just deserve this. So it just kills me, because I think that if the male lead could have gone back and found a way to not let that happen, right? If he would have just died or something, like his best friend wouldn't have done all those things. And then now they're just, now the serial killer's blind, but the other guy has eyes. And it's like, is this just going to be a back and forth of people just getting their eyeballs? I don't know. But it's just so sad. And then there's another guy left who likes the male lead, which I don't know why everybody likes the male lead. No offense. I'm not really seeing the appeal, personally. I don't know why that one cop decided to be like, oh, you know, return my... Why? I was with you for like 3 days, maybe a week at most, and you're already like wanting me? Okay, well, thank you. But I don't feel like the male lead did anything that was like, oh yeah, all these guys, we want a piece of that. He's just, I don't know. Is it just because he was such a broken character that all of these people who like fell for him are like, it was probably that. I want to be the one to fix him. I want to be the one to show him a whole new world of love and affection. I don't know. But everybody has failed. Everybody failed. And then he still ends up with the fucker. And now, yeah, you can see. But what are you supposed to do about the killer? Okay. The man, just because he doesn't have eyes, he's going to kill somebody. And I don't know. But that really flew me for, I just simply thought he could still kind of see. But I was noticing that, well, okay. See, the thing is, when he was pretending to be blind, he just crossed his eyes, which... I don't know about that one. Not cool. And then when he isn't blind, his eyes looked so good. Like, I was like, there doesn't seem to be any damage in his eyes. Why are his eyes so clear? And like the iris was the same. And now I want to go back and see, was the best friend's eyes the same color? Because I didn't think they had the same color eye. But I just remember seeing that before it's revealed, like, oh, he got an eye transplant. His eyes seem so clear, and they seem very focused. So that was really weird. But then, now we know what was really going on. But there had to have been some wrappings. They don't tell you how long he was in the hospital for when he was stabbed in the throat. Also, you don't see a scar. So maybe some plot holes there. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah. That's it. That's this reading vlog, y'all. Thanks so much. We're gonna get into it. I read other stuff. I just realized. I don't remember the name though. It was on NetGalley, and I'll put the pictures up really quick. So I read one that was about something driving instructor, or my driving instructor, that one was really cute and wholesome. That comes out this month, I believe, and I would definitely recommend that one. It seemed like it was a one-shot. I don't think it's the first, but I think it's one of those ones where like it's a one-shot and then you'll get like a side story and it'll see them like maybe living together or some little moment that maybe there's jealousy. I would definitely read that. I think it would be cute. And then the other one was a webtoon, Chasing Red. I will be finishing that, okay? I think it was like the first 300 or so pages. I need more. It's basically about this girl named Veronica. She down on her luck, okay? Getting screwed over left and right. She finally has like a little bit of extra money to pay off her past due rent. And unfortunately, she ends up taking a job where she like has to work like this swanky thing in her restaurant, but she is studying to be a cook. So she's like, why am I a waitress? Okay, I want to cook the food. Well, she gets knocked over by this rich dude. And because the bottle broke, it's taken out of her pay. That's why I could never do something like that. Because if you tell me that wasn't even my fault, charge them extra. They're the rich ones. Why would you do that to me? And I would never do that to my employee if I was a boss. Everybody would love me as a boss. And yeah, she's like fucked. And then she's evicted. She goes out on the town. She puts on her cute little red dress. She doesn't have much to her name, unfortunately. And she ends up running to that dude. And that dude, who found her very good looking then, is really into her now. And he calls her Red. And I love the little like nickname he gives her. So they end up together. Because she gets super drunk, he saves her. He takes her back to his house. And then one thing leads to another. They don't have sex, but he's like, you know what? You want to live with me and cook me food? Because she knows how to cook. And that is like leading into something. So it's like a little romantic comedy. And I like it. I will be reading that. I like that they're both like in college, young adults. I like that. I do enjoy like an adult thing because like I don't feel like the miscommunication is as bad as when you read it when the setting is in high school. Because sometimes just like, can y'all just speak the fuck up? But then you got to remember they're kids. So, I mean, what do you expect? Adults don't even communicate very well. So what can you expect from teenagers? But that's all there is. That's the end of the vlog. I'm going to get some fucking red curry again because it was just so good. I don't know. I'm going to have to call. I don't want to call though. And then we're gonna get a like the million. Maybe I'll film that. Maybe I'll film that for the next vlog. Because you know we just tumble right into the next one every single time we do this. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my haul. I'm gonna be dealing with that in a second after I'm done getting food and bookies. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.